Hey guys, this is Isaac Bjork with 2B Green Consulting. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you the fundamental process for you to follow if you want to start a side hustle or your first business in the service industry. Okay? Process that I'm going to be discussing today has three pivotal parts. Number one is the discovery phase, where you discover the apparent and the present need regarding your industry, regarding your business. Okay. Number two is effectively selling to that need. Number three is the right path that you need to take for when you are investing into your business to capitalize off of this need, whether that's skills, equipment, software. Okay. You need to follow a set process for how you're going to invest into your business. Otherwise, you'll run out of money. Okay. This is a set blueprint that I teach in my lawn and landscape business mastery program. So stick to the end of this video to get the entire blueprint. The reason why I'm teaching you this today is because I see so many startups that make too many assumptions regarding product market fit, regarding their potential clients, regarding what equipment they need. Not only is it false, but it takes twice as much time, because eventually, if they even are able to survive, they need to go back and do it the right way, which is what I'm teaching now, but also they're wasting so much more money. Why I'm teaching you this today is because I've made it my mission and my passion to help entrepreneurs just like you. I was once just in your same position. I started my lawn and landscape business in middle school. I was clueless. It was a tiny neighborly gig, okay? I made so many assumptions regarding what services I should offer, and everything else I was clueless about. I had no clue what to do, how to act, how to speak, really how to appeal to my potential clients when I was trying to sell my service. I was clueless, and I don't want you to be in that same position. So stick to the end of this video to get the entire blueprint and let me teach this information to you. Let's get started. Okay guys, the first process that you need to conduct in your startup in order to be successful, and that it will eventually dictate every single part in your landscaping business or your service, any business in the service industry for that matter, is the discovery process right here. Okay? In this process, you are actually finding out the present needs of your potential clients. This allows you to sell to that specific need that they need right now and invest in only the equipment that they need according to that shortcoming that they have, okay? How you're going to do this? At this discovery phase, you are not going to have thought about what equipment to buy, who to hire, what softwares, anything. You are just going to go out to the market of where you want to conduct your business, and you are going to start knocking on doors. You are going to start asking people, in my case, the lawn and landscape industry, you're going to start asking people, what is the biggest shortcoming that you are experiencing right now regarding landscaping needs in your home or outside your home? What this allows you to do is to enter from a different point of view, okay? From a different aspect. You're not entering in trying to sell a service. That would make your client want to step back and be filled with objections. Instead, you are just trying to conduct a survey, basically, of seeing what needs are current in the marketplace, okay? You are just asking for what problems that they're having in their landscaping business. This can be done straightforward. You don't need to go around circles with the client. Just ask, what's the biggest problem that you are experiencing right now, landscape-wise, around your home? Now, the other side, your other option that you can take regarding discovery is completely disregarded. You can make an assumption regarding the present needs and develop a sales strategy, develop and purchase the equipment that you need without actually knowing if the need is there. You see how the discovery process is crucial and will dictate every other part of your business. Next, your sales process. How are you actually going to sell this newfound need that you've discovered? Yes, it may be accurate, but how can you actually appeal to the client and sell your company to fulfill that need? I'm going to be making an assumption based off of your business, your startup, that you are not yet an expert and that you have not probably conducted hundreds of similar jobs that need is presenting. In this case, your sales strategy is basically going to tower on you and your introduction. This means that you as a person is crucial. How you speak, how you present yourself, how clean you are. Because you do not have the expert status in the market, you have to sell according to your personality. What's beautiful about the discovery phase is that if it's done properly, it acts not only as product market fit research, but also as marketing. Because in the process, when you're asking your clients what they need, that gives you perfect ammunition that you can use when you're selling. You don't need to go around and ask filler questions or talk about things that your client does not care about, because you know exactly what needs they have. This allows you to streamline your sales process to exactly what your client needs. And also, not only do you learn out of the discovery phase, but also your client grows more comfortable with you because they feel that you understand them and their needs. So to recap, your sales strategy focuses on you because you are not yet an expert in the field. Later on, that'll be your sales strategy. But starting out, you really have to sell you and how trustworthy you are and that you can fill the shortcomings of the homeowner. Now, you discovered the job, you sold the job. Now is the time to actually invest according to that need. Okay, the reason why we sell before we invest in our company is because we don't want to make a false assumption again. Back to the start of the discovery phase. We want to only invest in the expensive equipment when we know that we have jobs lined up. Okay, this does mean that when you go to invest and buy equipment, you have to be quick about it. You have to know, okay, this is what I'm going to buy, and you don't have time to search for the best deal or a fixer-upper from Craigslist. You're not going to have that kind of time. Now, in terms of marketing that you can use and that you will use from a startup, focus just on word of mouth. Okay? The discovery phase is going to hugely help you in that part. And also, you may pass along some flyers, just some small things that really supplement word of mouth. Eventually, you get a website up. Eventually, you will get a newsletter up where you will constantly try to come for your clients. However, when starting out, your biggest goal is just to get jobs, part of the discovery phase, sell that job, and then why I included the invest according to that need is because you just want to buy as little as possible and the exact equipment that you need to fill that specific discovered need. Okay? Now, what's going to happen if you do not follow this process? You're going to waste so much more time. Your business is going to take so much longer to get off of the ground, and you may not ever discover the initial need that was present in the marketplace. When I started out, I made assumptions just like you are making right now. I made assumptions regarding what my clients need, and I really did not discover what shortcomings they have and how I can actually fill that shortcoming. That is the primary reason for why my business had a huge stalemate in the startup. It stayed as a neighborly gig for the longest time until I discovered this blueprint. So if this video has aligned with you and you see exactly that this process fits into your service industry attempt, I want you to book a call with me down in the description below. That's going to be a one-to-one free consultation where you are going to learn more about product market fit. You're going to learn more about how you can appeal to your customers and more ins and outs that you can apply to your business today. I truly believe that The primary thing that are keeping so many entrepreneurs from being successful is that they do not know the next step to take. They just don't have the required knowledge to be successful. They have the drive, they have the mindset, they just don't know where to go in the future. That's why I want to help you, and I want you to book a call with me down in the description below. This has been Isaac Bjork with 2B Green Consulting. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment other questions that you may have so that I can teach them in another video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.